Hey guys, it's Lucy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing this makeup look right here. We're going to be doing a 2016 inspired makeup look. When I saw that 2016 makeup was trending on YouTube and TikTok, I was so happy because this is just my favorite era of makeup. So I'm really happy to see it back. And this is my version of it. I used the iconic Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette of that time. I have some liquid lipstick on. So if you want to see how I did this makeup look, keep on watching. Here I am barefaced. I have a iconic choker on. These were such a thing back in the day. Wait, mine is the wrong way around. I used to wear these every single day. I used to be so obsessed with these, and to be honest, I'd still wear them now. It's just I forget to. So yeah, and I have my hair in braids. I can't braid my hair, so this is just like regular braids. A French braid, that's the word. I can't French braid, so I just did my hair like this. But we're gonna start off with brows, and of course, like the #1 product that everyone used back in the day was the Anastasia Beverly Hills, but unfortunately I did not have that product at the time, and I still don't have it now. So I am just going to use a regular eyebrow pencil, but I'm just going to draw my brows extra sharp and arched. And yeah, I think I'll just do this off camera because it's not really the most interesting thing to watch. And I'm also going to apply my foundation as well. So for foundation, we have the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is the matte and poreless one. So of course, nowadays, like since 2020, makeup trends have been like tend to be more like glowy skin, whereas the 2016s, it was very much matte skin. So that's why I decided to choose this matte foundation. And I'll come back with you guys with finished eyebrows foundation so we can do the concealer together. Okay, back with my brows and foundation done. And yeah, I think my brows look pretty sharp, I guess. I mean, I did the best I could with that eyebrow pencil. Next up, we have concealer. And concealer was of course very heavily applied back in the day. I'm just going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito. This is the concealer that I usually use anyways. But yeah, even now, I probably said this in the intro, but you know, my makeup style has never really evolved to 2024, well post 2020 makeup, I'd say. Probably the whole quarantine affected our makeup styles. You know, we spent more time at home and makeup styles really evolved. I never evolved with it. I mean, to this day, I still prefer full glam makeup. For me, it's either one or the other. Like, I never really do like no makeup. It's either full glam or literally nothing but brows and lip gloss. To me, like, I'd be more than I'd be so happy if like 2016 makeup came back, you know, in its full glory, because I really miss those makeup days. Like, those were the days where I really got obsessed with makeup. And I do kind of want to make a more chit chat video as well, talking about trends, talking about like that era of makeup, because I feel like there's not enough time to talk about it in this makeup video. As I was saying, concealer wise, some people did the triangle, like the full-on triangle under the eyes. I'm not going to do like a really heavy triangle, but I'll just do that. It's a really messy triangle. We highlighted between the brows, the tip of the nose. Chin concealer was a thing. I mean, I still do this every day, to be honest, so this doesn't really make a difference to my everyday. And to kind of carve the eyebrows, I'm just going to use the same concealer. I know that, you know, depending, some people would use different concealers or powders to shape the brows, but I typically just use the same concealer because it's easier. It's really messily applied, I know. But yeah, I just apply it like that. I mean, to be honest, this is what I do every day. I apply this much concealer and I wait for it to set a bit. So I'm going to wait for it to set, blend it out, and then we're going to do something that I haven't done in ages, which is baking. I'm going to bake the areas where I concealed. Oh my gosh, this is so nostalgic. Like, baking was such a thing back in the day too. Like, I really want to make a video just talking about the trends. Like, I'm going to make a separate video, I think. So yeah, I'm going to wait for this to set. Go blend my concealer out, and then I'll come back to talk about the baking. So I blended the concealer, and next we're going to do some baking. It's been a long time since I've done baking, so I just have this Japanese brand of loose powder, and I'm going to take the powder out and put it in here. So our face is looking nice and mattified. I waited for it to set, blended it out, and this is what it's looking like. We're looking nice and matte. So I think next we're going to do face products. I'm going to do bronzer, blush, and highlighter. I do really wish that I had a cream contour in my collection, but unfortunately I already used mine up. To be honest, on day-to-day basis, like I don't really use cream products that much, apart from my highlighter. So yes, it's just powder products for today. And while doing the face products, maybe we can talk a little bit about the good old days. So for bronzer today, we are going to be using the Flower Nose Chocolate Shop blush in the Flower Nose Cheek blush in the series Chocolate Shop, and this is the number 2 one, and this is actually my project pan. It's a very light color, but for someone that's very pale like me, this actually bronzes up my face. So I'm just gonna take a contouring brush. I feel like since 2020 life has just gone by so quickly. I don't know if it's because of 2020 or because I've aged because I'm in my mid-20s, but in 2016 I was still only 16 years old. 17 years old. I'm 25, turning 26 soon, so it's a huge shock. Like, it's a huge shock that it's already gonna be like nearly 10 years since I've graduated high school. Like, that to me is just so terrifying, like how fast time has gone by. It's crazy. Like, I can't believe it's been 3 years since I graduated from university. It's scary, you know, how fast time goes by. Makeup wise, I think I first started applying makeup itself, like makeup in general, very early. I started from like the age of, I'd say 11 or 12. Like, I was already trying out products. I wasn't doing it every day, but I was just very curious. I'd apply these really horrifying like eyeshadow sticks, late 2000s, like blue, shimmery. Those were the things I'd apply all over my lids. Like, I dabbed into makeup here and there, and of course for modeling, you know, I had makeup applied on me, but like full beat glam every day, I'd say was from my senior year in high school. I'd say junior, senior year of high school was when I started getting into applying makeup every day. And then like actually collecting makeup was actually my first year of college. Like, my obsession, let's say my eyeshadow palette collecting started in my first year of college, and we will talk about eyeshadow palettes more when we start applying the eyeshadow, because that itself is a whole different topic. But I was always on YouTube. Like, I was always watching YouTube. I've always consumed lots of YouTube, so I watched all of the, you know, OG YouTubers from that era. But apparently this is the second wave of beauty YouTubers. Like, I was too young to be part of the first wave of beauty YouTubers, so my beginning with like makeup and the YouTube beauty community was this second wave. I think that's about enough. What do you guys think? Let's move on to blush. So for blush, I'm going to take this MAC blush right here. This is the last MAC product that's in my collection. I wouldn't say MAC was part of 2016 beauty community. I'd say it was a little bit before that, but it is iconic. Like, MAC itself is still an iconic brand to me. So we're just going to take some of this blush and just apply it on top of where I applied the bronzer. Let's see, which YouTubers did I watch back in the day? Like, I'm trying to think. I watched Laura Lee, Jaclyn Hill, Kathleen Lights. Yeah, I really loved watching Kathleen Lights. And there were so many YouTubers that I watched, but I don't think I was obsessed with like one single person. Like, I just watched them here and there, like loads of different makeup tutorials. Like, I can't even remember the names of some of the YouTubers I used to watch, but then I'll find their Instagrams here and there and I'll click on them and be like, oh my gosh, I used to watch that person. I watched Tati as well. I mean, this is how I do my makeup every day, to be honest. So there's not really much difference, but for the sake of it, you know, I wanted to do a 2016 makeup look and have an excuse to wear a choker, because I mean, I'd still wear these every day if I wanted to, but I don't know, I don't really see people wearing these anymore. I mean, not that it matters what people are wearing or thinking. Next we're gonna do highlighter, and for highlighter, you guys, I have the ColourPop Flexitarian highlighter. I mean, back in 2016, the most iconic highlighter for sure was the Amrezy and Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. I unfortunately did not have that. I have had it applied on me before in like photo shoots. It's the most beautiful highlighter. Unfortunately, it's discontinued, so I don't have it. But to me, another really iconic highlighter from back in the day is the Flexitarian, I would say. Like, the ColourPop Super Shocks were really popular back in the day. I mean, they still are. That's why they're still putting out new shades, even in their collaborations. I'm not sure when this was released though. So if this was released in 2017 maybe, or 2016, I'm not sure. But still, it's iconic to me. And because this is part of my project pan, you can see I've already hit a really big pan in there, and this is like my third or fourth one. Like, I'm still obsessed with Flexitarian. It's still my favorite highlighter. Still haven't found anything that beats this, so let's apply this everywhere basically. I think Flexitarian was one of the first products that I got from Colourpop. I'd say Colourpop was the #1 brand that I was obsessed with. I think that's the main brand that I've been obsessed with all throughout my makeup journey. Like, it's the biggest part of my makeup collection, just because it was, you know, at an affordable price point. It was easy to collect, to build my collection. The first ever products I got, oh my gosh, like I should look back on my YouTube videos, my photos, but I think the first thing I got was the highlighter, and then I got a couple of super shock shadows. Oh wait, it was the ultra matte lips. I got these ultra matte lips and I made this really cringy YouTube video that has now been privated. I hated the ultra matte lips from Colourpop. They really dried up your lips. They were oh, it was so crusty. It was a crusty mess. Yeah, although I like how liquid lips look when you take pictures and selfies, they're not comfortable to wear all day. But at the same time, I don't like lip oils as well. I don't like this new trend of lip oils. I just like regular lipsticks, like bullet lipsticks. I'm boring, I know. Like, I still can't get over Flexitarian. Like, it still amazes me every time I use it. Like, how glowing that is. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And it's really easy to apply as well. And you don't want to forget the lips as well. So that's that. So I think it's finally time to move on to eyeshadow next. Face makeup on both sides is complete. And for the eyeshadow palette, we have the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette Volume 1. This is such an iconic palette. Like, say what you want about Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. They've had their fair share of, you know, scandals. There's no denying that, there's no denying that this palette is an iconic part of makeup history. And I'm so happy that I have this palette. You know, I didn't have this palette when it first got released. I was so obsessed with getting it, but I couldn't get it because at that time Morphe was really difficult to ship to Japan. I believe they didn't ship directly, and so I ended up not getting it. So when I came to Hawaii, I got the palette, and I'm so glad I got it because, you know, they ended up closing down their stores. I think, did they close their stores down everywhere when they went bankrupt? I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. So this is a palette that no longer exists, and to be honest, I don't pull this palette out much. Like, I tend to use it in my YouTube videos, but in everyday use I don't really use it because I don't want to use this up. Like, this is a piece of makeup history, so this is more for collection purposes. And here we have the shades. Oh my gosh, like, even to this day I get so excited when I see this palette. Like, it's not even the best palette formula wise that I have in my collection, but it's just because it's so iconic to me. So we're just gonna do a basic brown cut crease. So let's take silk cream. Let's take silk cream and just apply that in the crease. But yeah, as I was saying, this is such an iconic palette. I was tempted to use one of my Colourpop palettes, the Yes Please palette. That is also an iconic palette in my opinion. That's very like red, orange, fiery tones. And there's so many different looks that you can do for 2016 makeup. Like, today I'm just going to do a basic neutral one. But there's like these fiery red eyeshadow, like fall inspired looks. The red, like mauvey liquid lips. I definitely need to be doing more of these looks. The pumpkin spice makeup look that I did last year, I believe I was wearing the same jumper. Those are the kind of looks I really love. Wow, that gives a lot of fallout. I forgot there was a lot of fallout on this palette. And I think I want to add another dark color on top of that. So next, let's take Mocha. Let's take Mocha and just apply that on top of where we applied Silk Cream. Because Silk Cream turned out to be more orangey than I expected. I mean, another iconic eyeshadow palette of the time would be Modern Renaissance of Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't own that palette. I never have, but I'm kind of tempted to buy it just for the sake of it. Just for like owning a piece of makeup history. So both the creases are done, and next I'm just going to take Central Park and deepen up the crease and put it in the outer edges. And I was planning on doing like 2 or 3 more colors, but to be honest I don't really have that much time, so we're on kind of a time crunch here. So yeah, I'm just gonna do 1 shade to deepen up the crease. And yeah, I'll definitely do more of these like 2016 themed makeup looks. It's actually been quite a while since I filmed. Just been really busy, and I have so many video ideas, but I'm not sure like where to film from. So yeah, I was kind of stuck in a rut, but I do want to film some more, and I've just been feeling on and off. I don't know how to explain it, but I never thought I'd be saying like wow, I really need to take care of my health. I mean, of course health is important, but I guess I always had that mindset that I was still in my 20s, I was still young, so you know, you can stay up late, you can eat anything you want, but I'm starting to feel the effects on my body. I mean, I don't stay up late. College me would be able to stay up all night, like pull an all-nighter and go to college the next day. Like, I'd be able to do that, whereas now I definitely couldn't. Sleeping schedule wise, I'm very healthy recently. Like, I sleep at like 11:30 to 12:30. I've been waking up at like 7:30, which is early for me, okay? It's early for me. It's not like you know, I'm employed and I have to go to the office by a certain time, so I'm very flexible with that. But diet wise, I do really want to get healthy. I also want to exercise more because I mean, we do go to the office, but it's our office, so you know, we're on the computer all day sitting down. Like, I get shoulder pain, I feel like I'm in front of the screen too much. Like, I really feel there's these small things in everyday life that affects our health. So I do want to become more healthy, and maybe I can make it like a journey with you guys on here. I want to eat more healthy, cut off the junk food, eat less processed foods, because I really feel it's affecting me recently. Like, I've been having severe stomach pains, and of course I have chronic migraines as well. Health is definitely something I've really felt this year. Like, I've had lots of I don't want to say scares because it's not like severe things, but just, how would you say it, my everyday lifestyle has been affecting my health. I think I really want to take care of my health, my body. That's something I want to start prioritizing this year. So I do want to make a video of like, well, seeing as I'm gonna be my late 20s, mid to late 20s, I'm turning 26. I want to make a video about things I've learned, you know, in my early 20s, things I want to work on. I want to make a video about health as well. The way I've been treating my body wasn't good, I guess, and so I want to be more healthy. That is definitely a goal, and I think it's good to make these kind of videos because I watch those kind of videos too of other YouTubers like talking about health and stuff, because it's nice to find things to relate to or hear other people's experiences. Health is seriously no joke, and I definitely want to be more healthy for 2024 and for the future, so I can live a long, healthy life. Let's deepen it up a little bit more. Then I'll quickly go and do the other side, and we can come back and do the shimmer together, the shimmery shade. Here we are, the eyes are done. I'm so sorry, you guys. I did want to do the eyeliner and mascara on camera, but I don't have time to do everything on camera today. I didn't realize the time. I have to be starting a online appointment in like 15 minutes. Oh wait, I forgot what I was doing. Okay, next up, okay, I really don't have time. We're in a time crunch, so I'm just gonna take Faint, this white shimmer, and just apply that in the inner part of the lid. I'm so sorry that I'm in a rush. I clearly didn't plan my time well, but I just really wanted to get a video filmed, so like that, I guess. And under lash line, I'm just going to do Soda Pop to line the under lash line. I'll do winged eyeliner, mascara, and I'll come back to explain the lips. I'm back. I completed my eyes, and oh my gosh, I am so obsessed with this makeup look. I love it. I love how it turned out, even though I was in a rush. I'm still in a rush. Yeah, I really love this makeup look. Like, although most of the techniques I use still, even now, I would say like I don't do like a full-on like full beat. I mean, I do use eyeshadow, but I tend to be more lazy nowadays. Like, I'll just stick on like 1 or 2 shades, but I should really do these looks more. Like, I should really do these looks more. I really love it. So for lipstick, I did used to own a Kylie Cosmetic lip kit, and unfortunately I ended up decluttering it because the formula was just really mattifying for my lips. So yeah, I don't actually have as many liquid lipsticks as I used to. I did declutter a lot of the Colourpop Ultra Matte lips too. So today I'm just going to use the NYX Lingerie in, I believe this is Ruffle Trim. Yeah, this is Ruffle Trim, and I think this was a dupe for one of the Kylie lip kits anyway. So we're going to apply this on the lips, and that will be the end of today's makeup look. So the makeup is complete. I am obsessed with this makeup. Oh my gosh, like I wish I had more time to admire it. I have to start a Zoom session in literally 10 minutes, so I'm gonna hurry up and film this ending, film the intro, and then take some selfies. This is my 2016 inspired makeup look. I know that not all the products I use were, you know, iconic products back then, but this is my recreation of it. This is my version of it. To be honest, this is still a makeup look that I do every day. I know it isn't as full glam as like the real like beauty gurus of that time. You know, they had full-on brows, they had falsies, but this is a more simpler version of it. But still, it's way more full glam than the clean beauty, clean girl beauty, whatever it's called, makeup looks you'd see nowadays. You know, we each have our preferences, and it's fun trying out these trends. It's fun finding out our preferences. I mean, this makeup style will always be my preference over the makeup trends that are going around now. So I was really happy to seeing this makeup look trend again, and I'm really hoping that we see more of it. But at the same time, I do feel like we'll never get the same iconic, you know, makeup obsession that we did in 2016, just because the makeup market is so oversaturated now, whereas back then, like, we'd be so obsessed over Jaclyn Hill palette. I mean, it still is an iconic palette now, but I look at it and it is pretty basic, you know. Or like even the Modern Renaissance palette, you can find a version of that anywhere from any brand. So yeah, I will say, like, the obsession level is different to back then. Like, the trends are more quicker now. Like, the new makeup products pop up more often, whereas back then, like, each release would have a huge hype over it. And you know, I do want to talk more about trends and things like that. I didn't really get time to talk this time. Like, I'm sorry, I was kind of in a rush, but I do want to do like some chit chat videos. I'm thinking of doing a series, like, I don't know, like Coffee with Lucy, or like, I don't know, some kind of like coffee chit chat series where we can really deep dive into different topics. But if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you could go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Not only do I post makeup content, but like I just said, I post chit chat content, vlogs. Sometimes I'm thinking of doing some real estate content too. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.